perfect fall football weather. Crisp and cool at Soldier Field in the Windy City. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Fields on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape for a first and goal.
And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Fields throwing again. Touchdown! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to draw that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10
at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Herbert, he's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going deep here for Allen. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna Nwosu able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Fields
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Asante Samuel able to make the play defensively.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's got this down to the 35. Herbert on 1st down now. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 27, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 13-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really. Touchdown, Chargers! A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Play action. It's Fields.
Looking for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half.
Santos with the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. And the rout is on here in this first half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw again on 2nd down, Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Dancing to his left. And now here is another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
Fields now to throw.
This is caught by Robinson.
Robinson, a first down and then some. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Throwing again is Fields.
On the move to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Being chased, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Justin Fields
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bears have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off. They'll run for it with Eckler. Now room for Eckler. Room here to run. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A huge play there on 4th down. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Herbert now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, It's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Fields forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. From the 50, here's Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26.
First down, Chargers. That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Bears 49, Chargers 7.
On first down, it's Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
He's not going to get me. Watch the safety creep. 70 Lions.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there for Chicago.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is out.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. 33 yards.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Santos with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Flush to his right. That one complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably is 8.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert.
This is swung out to Eckler.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. And Allen's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Gay is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And wow, the fair catch was signaled for and taken inside the 5-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st down, it's Fields. That is caught at the 7. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
This to the outside, it's Sermon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. One last throw here for Herbert. This is caught by Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45.